Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Film Lifestyle Heidi's Marslikar. Today I am going to show to you how to paint a tropical sunset using acrylic paint. Hope you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe, share and like, and please don't forget to press that bell button to get notified. Thanks for watching. Okay, in this painting, these are the materials that I use. We are using 40 by 50 canvas and cadmium yellow, titanium white, black, and bright red. And this is acrylic paint. To make a perfect circle, so I use an empty can. And you make sure that you secure your canvas with your standing easel so it doesn't move. And now let's start with the background. And if you've noticed it, I am using a styrofoam plate or sometimes paper plate. It's very light to handle, to carry, and it's disposable, so I don't have to worry about cleaning it afterward. So for now I'm using the orange color, but in order for you to create an orange color, I usually mix the yellow and the red color together so I can get the shade that I really want. And after this I put the yellow color and I just blend in really good so we don't really see lines in there, and it's just like start fading from dark to light. Okay, so here I'm trying to straighten the line of this color yellow, and this is supposed to be the division between the sky and the ocean. So make sure that this is a straight line, okay? And covered this area here with yellow color, and just make sure that you don't put yellow color in our sun, and then blend in those two colors, the yellow and the orange, so it starts fading from dark to light. Okay. Okay, now here let's start our orange line, and this is supposed to be the ocean portion of our painting, and this is supposed to be also the reflection of the sky. So we're gonna have to start painting this with a little bit dark orange, a little darker orange, and start fading again to light color. So, and then we just need to blend in that transition of the color from bright to red doesn't show any line. There we go. So now if you can see, I blend it really good, and we cannot see the lines in there between those two except for the division of the sky and the ocean. And try to clean it up with a large brush so it looks smooth. And sometimes, we get some hair from our brush sticking in there, so you can use some kind of a tweezer or something to remove it. Now here we go, we start trying to paint the branches of the palm trees or coconut. I guess we can call it coconut since this is a tropical painting. Also using the very fine brush, looks like almost like a needle. So what I did, this is the trick, to get the very fine brush and very thin. You can hardly find that in the store, so you can find the thinnest one, the smallest brush, and cut some of those hair, so that will give you the size of almost like a pen or a pencil line. It's hard to deal with the smallest brush that they have because it's still thick and you're not gonna get a lot of details from it. So this is how I do it. I'm using the black acrylic paint since this is sunset and going towards darker, and when you are very closed most of the stuff. During suns it's dark and you can only see the sun and the sky in it. So here we go. Again, the control of using a straight, of drawing a straight line is in your paws. I'm using a stick, as you can see, because the paint is still wet and I don't want to drag some of the paint and spreading it around. So stick would help, and also would help you control your pulse, in especially in making this straight line. So if you can notice it, the brush that I'm using is very tiny brush, and it's almost like 3 pieces strand of your hair. So that's how fine it is, because once you grab the paint it will start thickening up. So make sure that when you do your line, if you see something that is smeared somewhere, use a brush with a little bit of water to remove some mistakes while it's still wet, because when it's dry, that's going to be tough to cover it or to remove it. And acrylic paint is it's a fast drying paint. It's based of using water. Now you can use some what they call medium to lighten the consistency of your paint, and I usually use the linseed oil for like oil painting, but when it comes to acrylic painting you only use water. The only thing that I like with acrylic painting is it's easy to manage, it's easy to clean your brush. So all you need to do, you have to have water in there wherein you can dip your brush after you use it. Do not let the brush dry without cleaning it, because once it's dry you cannot remove the paint anymore. It is going to ruin your brush, and the brush, guys, are so expensive. I mean, I'm lived here in UAE now, and sometimes some of my brush I paid like, only one brush is like 85 to 90 dirham for one brush. So I really take good care of my brush. And if you're using oil, if you're doing oil painting, you make sure that you have a paint thinner, that when you're not using your brush, you just soak your brush in there so the paint won't dry. And but it is advisable that every time you use your brush, after using it, that you really need to clean it. Don't let it dry with the paint in it. Chances are you're just gonna ruin that brush and you're just gonna end up throwing it away. Okay, so now I'm using a fan brush to create the leaves of the palm tree. That will give you the fine lines, and you don't have to do it like individually with the little brush that I use in painting the trunk and the branches, because it's gonna take you forever to finish it. So for that case, I'm using the fan brush. Now this one, I'm just using the medium size brush, which is like the edge is like an angle, and that will give you also the control that you're not gonna spread those paint around, and if you're doing some lines and stuff like that, so it's really neat and clean. And then if you notice again, I'm using this little tiny brush again, the one that I told you that I trimmed it, and it's only like, it has only like from 3 to 5 strands of hair, but that will give me the thickness and the thinness that I really want on what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. So anyway, I've been talking to you about the brushes that I've been using. So for those of you who doesn't know what kind of brush I'm using, at the very beginning of this video, there are some pictures that I inserted, the brushes that I used. So you can play back this video and look at it. I don't know exactly the numbers because my brush, I've been using it for several years now, and the numbers in there, I wasn't paying attention, and it's all dirty, covered with paint, and it's all dried out, and so I can't read anymore the number of brushes in there, because brushes has numbers. So the next time when I do my video, I make sure that I looked at the number of brushes and the style of brushes that I'm using and what kind. Also the brand of acrylic paint that I'm using, so you know what to get next time when you need to get your materials. Okay, so please write a comments if you like this tutorial, and if you have any question, there's a comment section below of this video. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And there's a bell button also that you can press, so in order for you to get notified on my next tutorial. And hope to see you on my next video, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.